got molecules in your brain, key one being adenosine. Basically what that does is it builds up over the course of the day, and it's what causes you to become sleepy and to get tired. And adenosine will bind to a specific receptor on your cells in the brain, and caffeine will actually compete for that binding site. So when you have caffeine, it'll lock into that receptor and prevent the adenosine from actually binding, but it won't actually activate the receptor. So you're just creating a block right there, which is keeping you awake and not giving you those tired signals that you normally would receive.
I can definitely imagine why people are addicted to coffee in college. I can definitely say that there were moments where I was really tired and I went to class and I was like, oh my gosh, I just need some caffeine because I'm really falling asleep here. College students are kind of in that cycle of what I mentioned. Like, they don't get a lot of sleep. They are staying up late doing homework or they're partying. Then what do? You wake up, you feel kind of drowsy, and you go get a cup of coffee. So, and then middle of the afternoon, you kind of hit a wall, and then you drink another cup of coffee because you need to get through to the evening where you do most of your homework. Kind of going through this like rotating cycle of curing yourself and then, not being able to fall back asleep. So the dietary guidelines recommend less than 400 milligrams. And to be honest, you have to drink a lot of coffee and drink a lot of tea to get to that point. So a normal cup of coffee has like 80 to 100 milligrams in one cup. So that means that you're drinking 4 to 5 cups of coffee a day. And that's a pot of coffee. That's a lot.
Daily, probably somewhere around 4 or 5, depending on the day. Hi, I'm Jillian Porter. I'm a sophomore, I study psychology, and I am a coffee addict. I started drinking coffee probably around sophomore year of high school, and it was mostly because that's when I started to take a lot harder courses and I was really cramming everything into my schedule. Instead of eliminating any of them, I just drank coffee to get more of it done. When I don't drink coffee, which is very rare, I very out of it, very zoned out, very hazy, definitely not productive. We don't get much done when I'm not drinking coffee.
A lot of people just secure caffeine usage and think of it as a bad thing with a lot of negative effects. And it can be that if you're drinking too much, but in moderation, caffeine can also be a very healthy thing with some health benefits as well.
I mean, caffeine's a really amazing drug. I just think that in our society, it gets overused.
I definitely realize that there's a problem with it and that most people do not drink the amounts of coffee that I drink during a day. Currently, in 2021, on April 21st of 2021, we are at 374 coffees.